Nobody's been talking about these indicators here, but I've been banking profits whilst trading altcoins thanks to these indicators traded with bots. In this video, we're going to go through the back test, we're going to go through the forward test, I'm going to show you some of the live results, and as a bonus guys, I will give you free access to all of the indicators and their source code if you watch until the end. So if that sounds something good to you, let's get straight to it. Hey traders, I hope you're going extremely well. My name's David and welcome to my show every single weekend where I'm backtesting indicators and strategies that I find on YouTube and on the web. Today we're going to be looking at one of the most profitable setups that I've ever found. It is an altcoin trading strategy and we're going to be using a couple of indicators that I'm going to be sharing with you at the end of this video. So without further ado, I think the best thing is let's get over to my computer, let's have a look at those indicators and let's have a look at the backtest results. But before I go guys, that sounds something interesting to you, if you don't mind just giving the video a good old thumbs up, it really does help for me to know what kind of content that you guys like and helps me to get the word out and hopefully make some more profitable traders. Right, let's get over to my screen. Okay, here we are on TradingView. Today I'm on 𝗚𝗲𝗁𝗏 on the 45-minute time frame. I'm going to be backtesting one of my favorite strategies called the McGinley trend. So this strategy has quite a few indicators. So this strategy follows the David Techs plan, which includes quite a few indicators. First things first is we have a baseline. Baseline is going to be an indicator that gives us our trend direction. We then have two confirmation indicators. Those confirmation indicators are going to help us choose our entries. We will then have a volume or volatility indicator, which will allow us to time the market to make sure that we get in when there's enough movement in the market. We don't want to get stuck in sideways markets where we're going to get wicked in and wicked out of our entries. Finally, we'll have a stop loss indicator, which will define our stop loss, and then we'll use risk to reward for our take profits. Okay. So let's start by adding our trend direction baseline indicator, which is called the McGinley. Now you can find all of these indicators for free of charge directly on the DaviddTech website. It's the McGinley Dynamic, this one just here. Now you can find all of the indicators free of charge on the DaviddTech website just here by going to davidtech.com, daviddtech.com, and going to free indicators up here, and you can get all of the indicators that I am sharing with you absolutely free of charge, and you get their source code as well. So we've added the McGinley. The McGinley is this indicator here. This indicator helps us to detect our trend. So when it is green and price is above it, we are looking for a long. Now currently I've set this one to a McGinley length of 100 and the K consistent McGinley is 0.6. Now, as you can see, the McGinley is absolutely brilliant at detecting these moves, although with all moving averages, as you can see, sometimes it doesn't stay in for long enough or can get wicked in and wicked out. That's why we use more indicators so that we can get the best entries. So when price is above the McGinley and it is green, we're looking for longs, and when it's below and red, we're looking for shorts. The next indicator that I'm going to be adding is the 𝗨𝗏𝗵𝗰𝗔 proxy indicator. Now if we add it to the chart, it looks a little bit like this. Now I've left it on default settings, and the 𝗨𝗏𝗵𝗰 is a bit different to most indicators because when it goes above the zero line, it goes red, and when it goes below the zero line, it is actually green. So very much like the McGinley, when this is green, we're looking for longs, and when it is red, we're looking for shorts. So as you can see, these two indicators seem to work extremely well together. Now we do have a second confirmation indicator, and that is my absolute favorite indicator at the moment, and that is the TDFI. The TDFI you can find, as I said earlier, on the DaviddTech website. The TDFI is very much like the other indicators. When above the zero line, it goes green and we're looking for longs, and when below the zero line, we're looking for shorts. As you can see, there's plenty of spaces where they are not correlated, these two indicators, so they work very, very well together. So we're going to add our final indicator. The final indicator is the ADXMA. The ADXMA, it is this indicator here. Now the ADXMA is a brilliant indicator to make sure that we don't get stuck in sideways moving markets. We're going to be using this both for longs and shorts. So we're looking for the red line, which is the ADX, to be above the blue line, which is a moving average. Whether we're looking for longs or shorts, we just need the red line to be above the blue line. Okay, let's have a look at one of our first entries. As you can see here, we have crossed over the McGinley just here on this candle here. We have gone green on the LWPI, and we have gone green the next candle on the TDFI. Now we just need to make sure that there's enough volatility in the market, so we're going to be beginning as the ADX goes above the moving average. Okay, so we have our first entry here. Obviously this is a cherry-picked entry, but it's a good example of how all of these indicators work together. So we would be getting in. We're waiting for the open of the next candle to get in. We're going to get in on this candle just here. So the art of a stop loss, as far as I'm concerned, is to use the ATR bands. This allows us to set our stop loss to current market conditions and not just use a fixed percentage to which would be likely to get hit anyway. Right, so we're going to be using the ATR bands. We're going to go over here. We're going to use ATR bands by David Techh. We're going to set our ATR bands to 3, just like that. Then we're going to set our take profits either to 1.1, or we can go all the way up to 1.2. Depends on yourself as a trader. I have backtested all of these setups, and it seems like 1 to 1.1 or 1 to 2 are the best setups. Okay, so that is all of the indicators on the chart. I'm going to go away and code this. I'm going to find all of the best setups for you guys so we can have a look at the backtesting results. I'm also going to show you the forward testing results, meaning that they're actually being traded on live markets as well. Guys, if I could just take 5 seconds of your time just to say thank you to today's sponsor of this video, 2bit. They have an absolutely wonderful offer for all traders today. Anybody signing up with the link down below this description, if you deposit 100 USDT, you get $50 of a trading bonus, which means that you can trade with $50 without risking your own money. As you can see below, if you add $200, you get $100, and as you get more and more, all the way up to $6,000 of trial funds. Not only that, by using the DaviddTech 2bit link, you can get access to all of the DaviddTech bots absolutely for free. Once again, thank you very much to 2bit. Let's get back over to the trading strategies. Okay guys, the backtesting live trading results are in. There are a lot of charts because this trading strategy works on a lot of our altcoins. So we have 13 pairs that I've managed to find settings for. I got halfway through the backtesting and I decided to stop at 13 because otherwise this video will go on forever. So I'm going to go through these very quickly. I'll pick up on some things and show the coin pairs to you. As you can see, the backtesting and equity curves look absolutely amazing when we compare to the buy and hold, where if you were to purchase this coin, you would be in loss. The backtesting results look absolutely amazing of this strategy. So let's go. This is on 𝗀𝗚 USDT on the 45-minute time frame. Next one is on ETH USDT, looking amazing with a 61% win rate as well. We're going to continue. This was on the 30-minute time frame. This is on ETH USDT on the 2-hour time frame. We have 𝗓𝗓 USDT, Litecoin USDT, Link USDT, which had a bit of a big dip here, so I'd wait to see how this one actually evolves. See if I can find an indicator that actually fixes this dip. 63% win rate. We're going to continue. We have ARB USDT, which looks absolutely amazing as well. 𝗡𝗢𝗄 USDT, another Ethereum on a 90-minute time frame. We have 𝗚𝗏𝗏𝗃 on USDT as well on the 45 minutes. This is another Ethereum setup on the 2-hour time frame. Another ARB USDT, this time on the 1-hour time frame. And then a final one, which is another 𝗀𝗏𝗏 USDT on a 45-minute time frame. As you can see, this is an absolutely beautiful equity curve with a profit factor of 1.629. The win rate on this one slightly lower at 50%, but we do have a incredible P&L, or a profit and loss, of 4,725%. Looking absolutely amazing for a max drawdown of only 20%. Gotta say, this is one of my absolute favorite strategies and has been very profitable for me for a very long time. Now, I promised to share with you some of the actual forward testing results. Okay, so back on my website, as you can see, I'm actually recording the results of all of these strategies. I won't go through all of them because I don't want to bore you guys to get death. You can actually find all of the links on the actual website. They're very easy to go through. Just search for the McGinley and you'll be able to find them very easily. So this one has been actually live traded all the way back since the end of April last year, and these are the live trading results. When the equity curve goes pink, this is actual live trading. This is backtesting on historical data, and this is live trading. As you can see, it is working extremely well. This was the first setup that I showed you earlier, which was on Gala USDT. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed that one. Thank you very much for spending time with me. I said that you could get access to all of these at the end of this video. You will be able to find a link in the description, or just comment in box down below and I'll send you access to all of the DaviddTech indicators free of charge. You'll also be able to get access to all of these strategies simply by signing up to 2bit, which is our partner exchange today. Guys, before I go, if you are interested on how to set up bots and automate your lifestyle and not sit in front of screens all day, I have a video here where I go through all of the DaviddTech system and how to set up the bots. Without further ado guys, have a wonderful weekend, take care, keep safe, trade like a boss, and I will see you next weekend. Goodbye.
Come on David, and once again he's gone to code a new strategy. He'll be back in just 5 minutes. RSI and MACD.